show trip.
I'm for it.
Oh, yes.
Wonderful episode of Weird and Wonderful. Speaking of, top of the ninth, 2-1, down to Pete Alonso, gone. Milwaukee, stunned. Citi Field viewing party, electric. Also, I'm not saying Pete Alonso is a fan of the show, but Hub sent me this. He went pumpkin mode, but he turned it good. He called it a playoff pumpkin. And the guy in Milwaukee said, what's better than playoff baseball and pumpkins? We agree. So it's Mets-Phillies, 3:30 Eastern. Wonderful. Pass of the year? I mean, the other angle on this?
Great pass.
What?
Pass of the year?
Woof!
It was really good.
Is it better than Darnold's?
Darnold's was pretty damn good, too.
I mean, this is,
Or Anthony Richardson week 1.
No, that's just hot.
This was
amazing.
Anthony Richardson week 1 was awesome.
3 TDs on the night for the big show. Wonderful. NBA kickoff in Abu Dhabi. Jaylen Brown down the lane. Revenge season for Jaylen Brown. 107-103 win for the Celtics. Early for basketball, not necessarily the season, but also
with
at noon.
vengeance.
I don't
Big
have to
chip
tell
on
me
the
that.
shoulder this year.
Wonderful overtime in Atlanta.
Oh, Coach. Guess what Coach is going to say?
I mean, he's
Make
got
a
point.
tackle.
He's got a
I mean, there's 8 of them.
Did they have angles?
No, but it's the first guy. The first guy has to get him on the ground.
Right.
You get him on the ground, it's a 4-yard gain.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody else was a little. I mean, right there, you got to more at least make it
Literally.
stumble.
20. Yeah.
He
No, you
got
gotta-
going.
Hodge can move.
He got going.
I understand he can move. That's why you got to get him on the
got
ground.
going.
509. Oh, we also have, of course, every time Kirk Cousins wins a game, got the like that celebration. Brew, your quick take on this. Too much for a regular season win?
And he threw for 500 yards. I mean, I'm not going to get mad at him.
Right, and some people said his career was over after week 1.
Once his career was over. I got real questions about the Bucs defense.
love the
And final wonderful, just 3-point shooting practice. He's not even shooting, he's just standing there right now for Wemby. Dusty wanted to put this in for you, Brew. Brew, you happy with Wemby taking this many threes in practice?
Oh, he's hitting them. Yeah, look, Wemby can do it all.
Brew.
I'm telling y'all, top 10 player this year.
That's Brew. Just so you know, we put this in the show so you could point out how.
We see the rim?
Yeah, we see the rim.
That's how it should be. Knicks, take notes. Every other team in the league knows. Show the ball going in. And boy, is it going in.
Okay, Cardinals in San Francisco, where Brock and friends are favored by more than a touchdown. Here's Kyle on Kyler. Take a listen.
I thought he looked really good last year when he came in. You know, just watching their offense, seeing him in that new scheme for the first time. I think you got to sit back and watch other guys do it. And then him coming in, you could tell he really consciously tried to play within the confines of the offense. When he isn't playing in the confines of the offense, how he can be is the scariest guy in the league. So Kyler's always played at a pretty high level, and when he's healthy, and he's doing that right now.
I love Kyler. Scariest guy in the league. Let's just take a breath. Must win for Brock.
Oddly, yeah, but it's not a Brock Purdy referendum. It's a must-win for the Niners. The Niners, Coach, I know you love it. Let's show you the schedule. But I think you'll agree with me here. The Niners' next 7, those teams are 20-9. Seattle's got 3 wins. The Chiefs are undefeated. The Cowboys are 2-2. The Bucs have 3 wins. Seattle again. The Packers are 2-2. The Bills are 3-1. By that time, by the way, the 8th game, the Bears, they'll probably be like 9-2 by then. I don't know. Regardless, the point, you cannot fall to 2-3 when the softest 5-week stretch of your season was the first 5 weeks.
Right.
And I'm a little worried about the Fred Warner injury. We'll see. He hadn't practiced yesterday or the day before. That's concerning. But so this, no shots at Brock Purdy, because I think, given the fact that the Avengers haven't all been there, I think he's played quite well this year. But yeah, I think the Niners coach have to win this game.
Yeah, this is a must-win, and it's a must-win for Brock Purdy. They lost 4 games last season. They lose this week.
5 with the Super Bowl.
They're 3/4 of the way to where they were last year. And when you look at his touchdown percentage, that's been down. And I know some people love to kill the Patriots across the board as being, just such a walkover. But let's take a look at what Brock Purdy did against the Patriots, and it's actually pretty interesting. His completion percentage against the Patriots last week was the second. Well, it's the second worst of his 25 starts. Second worst completion percentage, and his fifth worst passer rating. of his 25-game starting career. So it's not.
Maybe I'm giving him too much
He's
credit.
He's not playing quite as well as, or he didn't play quite as well as you think last week against a team that everybody's written
I
off.
might need to review that tape again.
It's a must-win because you're both right. I mean, Purdy obviously is their quarterback, so he's got to lead them. But they've already lost to the Rams.
Yeah.
All right. Seattle's playing well. It looks like the NFC South could have 2 playoff teams. Yeah. It looks like the NFC North could have 3. Like, they need to win the division. So they need to win this game. And look, I agree. Purdy, I think, has played really well. But to your point, Coach, he's got 5 touchdown passes. That's the one thing, and you probably can't put it all on him, but he's got to be better in the red zone. They've got to be better in the red zone. 11 quarterbacks have more touchdowns than him. They are 20th in red zone efficiency this year at 50%. Last year, they led the league with 68%.
That's Christian McCaffrey.
That's where they missed McCaffrey, but you see these games, he's throwing it well, they're marching down the field, and then they settle for field goals. So he's going to have to find a way to punch it in.
Are you surprised this line is so big?
Oh, wait for Nick's picks, buddy.
It's a big line.
Oh, divisional game, get more than a touchdown. Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh, yeah.
Cardinals can't get a stop, though. That's the problem.
That is the problem. Because Cardinals defense is dreadful.
Coming up next, Kirk Cousins, alive again in a major way, doing his like that thing. And
Now you're back on the bandwagon?
no, I was never on. Well, I was when I was a Vikings guy. Jets versus the undefeated Vikings in London Sunday morning. New York at 500, but feeling the pressure heat up a little after a boring 9-point loss to the Broncos. Actually, only scored 9 points, didn't lose by 9. Here's Robert Saleh. Take a listen.
Pressure in New York? When you win, you're going to the Super Bowl. When you lose, fire everybody. And that's the world we live in. That's the world we embrace. We attack each week as a new week, which every week comes with the extremist amount of pressure. But we're made for it. We're built for it.
Okay. Your reaction?
Well, first of all, I think it's very nice of Coach support the team wearing a nice Jets tie.
They need this one, Coach. They need it.
Sometimes you win in New York and you get fired.
So on the quote, I don't know why everything has to be so heightened with the Jets. I just don't. Like, if they win, I don't think many people, except for people that openly root for the Jets and have predicted them to go to the Super Bowl from before the year, are going to say that team's going to the Super Bowl. And if they lose, I don't think people are going to be calling for Robert Saleh's job that aren't already calling for Robert Saleh's job. So I don't know why he felt the need to speak that into existence. What I will say is this. I think this could get very, very ugly for the Jets.
If they lose.
No, No, I'm saying I think this game would be very, very ugly for the Jets. Rodgers is banged up. I think Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson are frustrated. It is a massive coaching mismatch in a game. The London games, to me, always take on, like, coaching matters more because of the weird prep and travel and all of that. And Minnesota, like, playing the Jets is a little bit of a breather for the Vikings after playing the Niners, the Texans, and Green Bay. And playing the Vikings is a massive step up in competition for the Jets after playing Tennessee, New England, and Denver. So there's a lot of factors where I think if we're talking about, from what Saleh said, Coach, are we going to be putting them in the Super Bowl or putting them on the hot seat? There's a lot of reasons to believe it's more likely the hot seat conversation after this weekend.
Well, when you go get Aaron Rodgers and he walks in the building and says, "Oh, that Super Bowl trophy looks lonely,"